It's, it's a cabin. Alright, how's the quote go? I'm gonna hear it in a second, so. Could you tell me if the audio is working on the stream, Maple?
Yeah, let me have a look.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yippee!
Is that what I sound like? I sound so...
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since Slay the Princess. So Maple, could you do me a favor and like read my chat if they say something? My grammar just died. Thank you. Load game, continue. I think continue. Oh. Ew.
Dylan says, why am I buffering?
I don't know. I'm just gonna press new game. I don't remember what we were doing last time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
Well, what I do remember was Noah requesting to do that perfect world kind of what was it called? The perfect world scenario thing with Smitten. I remember that briefly, so we're gonna do that.
You're here to slay her.
Da Vinci
if you
jump
don't,
scare.
It will be the end of the world.
Da Vinci jump scare. I'm both preparing something disappointing. Noah says it's been too long. I have no idea what we're doing.
We're gonna do that route with Smitten because I briefly remember you requesting us to do that. No. So we're just gonna. So go possible.
You make your way
Oh,
up the short
Pop's
path
not even
to
here.
the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I almost said she
Don't
might be
believe a
like.
word she says.
There might be.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed
Anything
to
that gets
save
popular unless it's a
princesses,
fan
not
game
slay
usually.
them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking
Or
about.
almost anything.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale
Oh,
and
I
musty,
missed the narrator's
and the floor
voice.
and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's been a while since I heard his voice. It's not like the British stereotype narrator voice or anything, but I still like his voice. I missed it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
According to Reddit, there are no Slay the Princess fan games in existence.
Oh. Maybe it's not as popular as I
The door to
thought.
the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room
time to
below.
make a fan game.
This is an oppressive place.
This is okay. About our current route, what I want to do is try to do. Oh, and the comment disappeared on my screen. What did Noah say?
Princess really lives here.
What I want to do is try to do anything other than slaying on the beaten path in the perfect world ending.
Her voice softly
Alright.
Staying. They didn't say slaying. They said staying. I misread that.
Believe the last time we did the perfect world, we did everything possible to have the lights go out.
Hello?
So,
Is someone there?
I think this time it's supposed to.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you.
Just an
It's all part of the manipulation.
You're voice
You're
acting
playing
in this
a
game.
dangerous game by coming here.
I am here to save
How
you.
many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
That's because you are. Tracks up the stairs and leaves.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Oh, yeah, it's because
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
I've missed this game.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I wonder if there's a...
I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
I wonder if there's a route that you can do that you take, like, the princess's place and she comes down with the pristine blade. I feel like that would exist. I don't know how to achieve that.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You
I
walk
hope
up
so.
to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Ooh, we found it. What did he say?
I want to say that judging by the broken chain on my right, it looks like the princess tried and succeeded to get her other arm out without tearing it.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Maybe she's stronger than she lets on. I mean, in literally one of the routes, she ends up growing to become a giant beast, so...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have
Was
just
she like a
left
skinny
the key to her chain
Kratos or
somewhere in the
something?
cabinet.
I mean, to be fair, she does throw hands against you. And we are some sort of giant bird beast thing, and she just kills us with her bare hands in one of the routes.
So it doesn't look like there's a swap world, but there's a swap AU that someone
Okay.
made on Tumblr.
I'll be here.
Ah.
Good luck.
It looks kind of
You
close to
attempt
the
to make
original
your way
game.
out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams
It's
shut.
pretty airbrush heavy.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh,
Is someone else here?
at the bottom of the stairs, because there's no point.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd
Is
just
someone
taken the
else
blade
here?
like
What
you
do
were supposed to.
think?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They locked you down here too, didn't they? Oh yes, we're stuck. I can't open a wooden door even though I'm this big beefy beast.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know.
Sorry,
we could force
I
our way
think
out of here
we
together.
skipped breaking down wooden door day.
She barely hesitates
Oh!
before raising her arm.
I
to her
forgot
mouth,
about that.
Her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
Oh no.
The clang of bouncing metal.
She got a little hungry.
Can you see her wrist kind of
From
wrinkling up
upstairs.
there where she's pulling the
You're not
chain
sure how
up?
it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
I don't think I was paying attention to that. What did Noah say?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Noah says, I can't wait for the hero to roast the smitten when we unlock the smitten.
Fine. Against your better judgment, You place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh, she looks so innocent.
I am noticing the wrinkle in the skin when your character's slicing.
Mm-hmm.
The shackle, I think it's what it's called, or shackle, whatever. Seems to fit perfectly in her hand, though.
You cut into her flesh.
Wait a minute. Look at the position of her wrist.
Yeah.
Think about how much that would have to bend to make her hand point in that direction.
Ooh.
Her wrist is broken.
Oh, so that's why she's so willing to just... I mean, then again, we are slicing all the nerves off. So, it's... That's the wrist bone, though.
The
Creepy.
blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her
Ever
arm.
heard of phantom pain, buddy? Oh,
You say, man who sold the world. However that song goes. Or what did Noah say? I saw like he said something for a second.
no, never mind.
What? Okay.
Noah said,
Oh.
my favorite line has got to be your spirit's plenty loud. Your spirit's plenty loud.
Her limb falls to the
Also,
ground,
why has nobody liked
and
the
heavy
stream?
chains follow suit.
I did.
You liked your own stream?
You don't do that?
She didn't so much as
You're
utter
pathetic.
a sound through the
I
whole
know.
ordeal. No, she didn't.
I'm gonna unlike it. Just I don't know. Oh.
I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah.
She smiles softly as her gaze
Also,
meets
where's Da
yours.
Vinci?
Blood from her wound
Da Vinci, did you die?
dripping
Did it?
rhythmically to
I
the
think he said he
ground.
was on a bus.
What does that mean?
How is she still
That
smiling
he's on a
after
bus.
everything?
It's probably not.
It's like she
Oh.
isn't even bothered by what
The
just happened.
sentence says, I'm bus.
Oh!
And I was like, what? But now I understand. He's on a bus.
No, he is a bus.
He is the bus.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh, let's
No.
get out of here. Let's go.
Can't
Let's
just
approach
let
the
her
locked
escape
door
the
and
world.
oh.
As the princess
It's
approaches the
stabbing
bottom step,
time.
your body steps forward and raises the blade.
It's,
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You can't do it. Noah says, I think Lions meant he's preparing to get on the bus. Leo.
Watch.
I think Leo meant he's preparing to get on the bus. Man, autocorrect is not treating people well today.
no.
She's got broad shoulders from this angle.
What does that mean? Is that... Yeah. Never mind.
Stop
My
that.
grammar ain't grammaring. Or words aren't wording. Shut up.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm sorry, the voices in my head are telling me to stab you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Oh,
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
oh, trying to resist me.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, The princess takes a cautious step forward.
Autocrat's my worst enemy, except for when it helps me spell. Like it's supposed to, Noah said. Sometimes I can see the comments on the bottom of my screen. Because sometimes, I don't know why, it doesn't show the full comment, and then sometimes it does show the full comment. So sometimes...
For me, sometimes it grabs a whole bunch from like an hour ago and throws them all onto the screen at once.
Oh yeah, that happens to me too.
Isn't you?
I don't get it. Why does it do that?
I was just chilling, and then I threw a whole bunch of comments. I'm like, what? I already read that, didn't I?
She nervously reaches towards you.
I think it's some sort of broadcast glitch.
Infuriatingly
Maybe.
rigid hands. What are you doing?
Maple, what's your favorite voice?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Stubborn.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you are...
Oh no, I'm so
She
sorry.
doesn't have much eyebrows, does she?
Stay strong.
I guess
We can
not.
tough it out until it's done.
That's all I have to say as she's stabbing us. Short eyebrows. I got my priorities.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use
Her
it.
teeth are
does
gone.
she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her
No,
blade
that is a
work
thing they
is,
do
does
with
it?
cartoons.
A stab
so
wound is still a stab
I
wound,
remember.
and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
Aww.
The two of you made
Big
your
sad
choice.
eyes.
It's over.
Puppy dog eyes.
Oh, no.
I should make that an emoji in my server.
No.
Sad princess.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I need a
damsel.
In
Maplejack.
the basement of that cabin is a
Need a
princess.
Maplejack emoji.
Maplejack wheeze.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I should go to the cabin.
When my little brother says, "I'm so sorry," so I don't tell on him, it reminds me of when Joker says, "You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all," in Lego Batman 2.
Wait, they made a second Lego Batman movie?
I don't know.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
That reminds me that there's a Lion King 2 and Leo and Stitch, couple more movies. Somehow didn't know about them.
Just like what Hercules and
I think there was a Snow White 2 as well.
Snow White.
I think.
If only you knew what you did to us, you
Some
villain.
random mysterious...
Lego Batman 2, the game.
Oh, the game.
I know nothing about that either, but
Oh! I played all the Lego Batman games. Oh, yeah. I remember that, I think.
he has dementia.
Excuse me?
I was a little kid.
Forget
Come
he said
on.
anything.
Hey, it's Voice of the Smitten.
But he
Wow,
is
this
a
guy.
villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart.
We love Voice of the Smitten. Everybody loves Voice of the Smitten. He's so passionate and loves to take charge of the vessel.
If we could just show her the contents of our
I think he
hearts.
just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, just show her the contents of your heart. That'll make her happy.
Rips open chest.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Voice of the Smitten is so loud, according to Noah. I speak from the heart.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all.
That does make sense for him to be the loudest voice, to be honest.
Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
I love doing this route, but you stab the princess the moment you get down.
The interior of the cabin is clean.
No. Oh, why would you bring up that one?
Because it annoys Smitten so much.
The only furniture of note is
awful.
a table with
Smitten gets mad
on its edge.
I would give so much for the Voice of the Cold at the end of chapter 3 to become Voice of the War.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want
After
to
being
do this
set
right.
on fire.
Voice of the one? Who's one?
Voice of the Voice for Voice of the Cold to become Voice of the Warm.
Warm? Oh.
Sorry.
The door
My
to the
English
basement
not
creaks
Englishing
open,
today.
revealing
No,
an
it's
intricate
that you
stairwell.
tend to start laughing before you
Gold-trimmed
finish your
carpet glimmers in the light of
sentences.
the torches positioned along the
It's
walls.
funny.
The
It's
basement
funny to me,
almost
okay?
seems welcoming in the
I
dim
understand.
Nah.
firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Schreiner's probably doing a
soft
favor.
voice
Why don't you
hangs up
shut
the
it?
stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Nah.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Calm down, Smitten. We're gonna save a princess, not get a wife.
Okay, I'm with you that
We're gonna wife you up, princess.
But saying
What?
love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her.
We're
without
gonna
all
save a damsel, not get a damsel.
Oh.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't think the Smitten understands that showing someone your heart is an expression and not a physical
You
action.
walk down the stairs and
So
lock
true,
eyes
Noah.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're
Ah,
here to
Sky.
rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Yeah, your spirit's pretty loud.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Oh, yeah. Your spirit's pretty loud.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You can also break her when this ending, right? Or chapter.
Waiting
Where you
for
keep
to
asking
Break her?
where you keep asking the same
It's been here
question, she
before,
refuses to
hasn't it?
answer and breaks.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Villain. and you killed us.
Narrator spitting facts.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Uh-huh.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
What is wrong with you?
You can cut off my arm again. Whoa!
We won't be laying a finger
do
on
that.
perfect lists, and indeed,
Oh, you want to
we
tear
won't
off my
even
whole
have to.
arm? Sure!
You see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
This chapter version of the princess is just so...
Noah says, I love when the hero says, mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
What? No, she's a prisoner.
What are you talking about?
You can't
Oh,
just
it
slip
would
her
appear
hand
we
from
are.
the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Uh-huh.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh my goodness.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
I just saw Noah's comment. Well, part of it. The whole thing didn't pop up for me. What did he say, Maple?
Noah says, sure, you can cut off my arm again. You and Maple, what the...
I believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more
So
worth
unhinged.
living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Picks her up and throws her out the window.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Oh, hug. Thank you.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I believe we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
The princess takes your
I was
hand.
really distracted
the last
staring at
hopes
something
of
else.
The entire world slipping through
What?
your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each
What?
other. We
Mabel?
don't need the world for our happy ending.
Nothing.
Girl, what were you staring at?
I like to think that you do,
Oh, well.
actually.
Her big personality.
I didn't know you were gay. Congrats.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me
I'm
with.
still salty about the power of love cliches, says Noah.
True.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what
Oh, she
happens
really
after
doesn't
we
have
walk
any
up the
eyebrows.
stairs?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting?
She's got
Little
like
slams
little
in your
toothpicks
face
for
on the
eyebrows. Toothpick eyebrows.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
The shine in
Oh,
her
did
eyes
someone
look
lock
like
us in here?
a
That's
flower.
not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Oh yeah,
She's right. It isn't fair.
almost
But
looks like
the
a
unfairnesses
three-leaf
of the
clover.
world are no match for the strength of true love.
We're supposed to leave now. I'm such a good voice actor. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me get a job.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
She's got S-sized screws for eyebrows.
She took like a toothpick, broke it in half, and put that on her face for eyebrows.
Just glued them on.
Yeah.
Those
you've
are
got
broken
this.
toothpicks.
You place your hand on the door, and
And
the lock clicks, and the door creaks
Excuse
open. Are
me,
you
young
kidding
lady.
me?
I'm just gonna push this door open with my sheer strength.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no
It's a
match for the
terrible
pure
angle to
strength
open
of
it
our
at. It
hearts,
really wasn't
bound
locked, was it?
together as one.
no, that thing was probably like opened ajar a little or something.
You and the princess make
Oh,
your way
no.
upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take
Oh,
the
yeah,
blade from
you
the
could just
table and
stab her
slay
here.
before it's too late.
Don't.
Well, now I want to.
You're enjoying this,
No!
aren't you? You're taking every
It's so
opportunity you can
sad,
to roar out
and
the end of the
Smitty
world
gets
and make
so
me suffer.
heartbroken.
I hate you.
Oh, you're gonna make us all cry.
You know, if her walking out
I
that door
didn't
is
do it. I
really
didn't
gonna
do
end
it.
the world,
Relax.
can't we all just...
By the way,
stay
her
here?
eyes are up there.
That's not how this works.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
right.
what you said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Maple. I was messing with you. I didn't know.
Noah says, I think the narrator played a lock sound effect instead of actually locking it.
Probably.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right.
She
We
wants to
don't
leave
need
so
the
bad.
world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Well, no one cares when you say it, but when I say
Did
it.
you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Noah says, her eyelashes are overlapping her hair. So are her eyes.
Her eyebrows are in place.
You answered me.
But
Her
the
eyes are-
door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a seduction. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
I'm so distracted.
Bro, her eyes are up there.
But
I'm sorry, but she's at an angle.
We would have to be here forever.
Do I have to, like, go into the broadcast itself and put tape on the screen?
I don't know you.
Smitty, no, I know what's happening.
This is
No,
really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us.
That's good
Can
voice
she?
acting. I guess we could do that.
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. If we just showed her
Oh, no.
the contents of our heart. She'd be happy here.
Oh, no.
As the voice thinks its thought, your
Here
hands
we
raise,
go.
fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Well, but she has, like, no context either.
Oh, but I do.
Just from her perspective, we just stared at her after. She's like, I guess we could do that. And then we're just like, God.
Yes! Oh,
What
no.
is he doing?
This game for the princess's
I feel
perspective.
so bad. It's beginning to look a lot like gold.
Are you sure you want to know?
Go.
I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest,
This looks
digging
so
deep,
awkward, though.
grasping for a handhold. And you find
Like,
it.
yeah, I guess we can
Your
stay.
fingers
Okay,
curling
great!
around your
Rips
ribs.
heart out.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And
You
yet,
do be okay.
it's done,
No kidding.
isn't it?
Why is she not trying to stop us?
It will be
That's
soon.
a good question.
You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
Oh,
No, it's...
and I want to get away. I don't want to say the
Your exposed
good.
heart, framed by jagged
Oh.
ribs, thumps rhythmically
Ah!
in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything
How are we
she
standing?
doesn't know she wants.
Dreams.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Yes. I love that simple response. Just, yes. You're dead.
You're on a path in the woods. Excuse me?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I didn't mean to...
Oh. Huh.
I skipped over
So
one of
you
the
are.
funniest lines. Hang on. This is important. Trust. Let's just, Oh, no. Okay. 1 second. Technical difficulties. Trying to get to the funny dialogue.
You did it again.
We have to go through it again.
But I don't. This is.
Her eye.
I guess.
Man, you're really
No, it's
stuck
the
at
voice.
this.
You.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm gonna get some
You're
more
on a path in
gluten
the woods.
while you're at it.
Mate, we're clearly already
Yeah,
in a camp.
yeah. You're hungry for... Can't come up with anything funny to
Excuse
say.
me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle. And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Thank you. He's the new guy. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason
Thank
you
you.
would
I'm just happy to be here. I got my glue.
failed in whatever world you'd come from.
I have some. I don't know what it tastes like.
Reality. But I'm sure since you're so well traveled,
Yes, you do.
You know that. Yes?
Do I?
Yes, that's flour.
Oh, no, I meant like the stuff that you're eating right now.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you.
I am eating,
We're all so lucky to be stuck with
pita bread.
Working.
Yeah, I don't think I've had
Someone
that.
so well informed.
That's what I
You
meant.
can count
Sorry.
on us to do things right from here on out.
I did math for like 3 hours plus while losing my mind. So give me a break.
But you never knew what I was eating.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to describe the room now.
Cat. I catch him in a lie once in a while. I'm pretty good at it.
I also don't know what I'm talking about half the time. To be honest. Sorry if I said this before. The opportunist basically just agrees with everyone. Noah's.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal.
Well,
high arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room.
She's holding our heart in the glass.
Fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
What if we turn around and leave? Is that an option? You can just load an autosave.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're... Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around, you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find a resolution to our princess problem. That is convenient. Look at us crossing off a whole avenue of exploration. Figuring out the rest of this is going to be so much easier now that we only have one way left to go. You know, I'm starting to like you. Because he's blowing smoke up your ass. Because he's being reasonable.
Voice of Heroes throwing smoke.
Look, it doesn't matter who put
throwing
that
fire around. Wow.
The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and ideally find your weapon while you're at it. With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leaving the non-existent exit behind you.
Non-existent exit. Okay.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain says there isn't one.
Interesting.
Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
If we put this technically, the Smitten made a new world where we could usually loop to the normal path in the woods setting.
I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality.
I don't understand that sentence.
And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed. It it would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Your words aren't wording. I said would, not could. No, I said.
Don't worry about
Well,
it,
it
boss.
actually says would on the
You're
comment.
doing great.
Like WOOD?
No. So,
I'm
no
not.
one has
But I
dyslexia.
appreciate the encouragement.
Okay.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your
Judgments
rhythm
here.
so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice, exitless house, her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it.
She sounds
The more we
sad.
think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to.
No,
I'd
since
like to
I don't
dinner.
have the Alexa.
Dinner sounds nice.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the word, or I'm just going to prove how bad I am at talking.
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
I say, I'm with
Yeah,
you on
I
this
don't know
one,
why I
boss.
struggle with
When
that.
have nice things
Okay.
ever been a problem?
Oops, I accidentally pressed skip. I was trying to... Okay.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful.
Hey, Smitten.
Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
It's got a lot to say about this one.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down.
Oh,
Not
no.
gonna
and
lie,
the
I
entire
think I
world is
might
saved.
have dyslexia
That's
slash J. I think Bit might have dyslexia. Oh.
I'm starting to think you might have dyslexia.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here.
At least I can
Now we
read.
start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
So can I.
Really?
As the words
Read that
leave her
word.
mouth, the torches
Which
flare
one?
and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs
Dyslexia.
out from under you. You're
Dyslexia.
forcibly seated at the head of the table.
You're just repeating what I said. You couldn't read it earlier.
Man, shut up.
Isn't that better? It is better.
I got another one. Let me comment it.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
There you go.
Arachnophobia.
No.
Flames burn
Ara-
bright, and a
arachnophobia.
shadow dives across the table.
Yes.
In its wake, it leaves
But you have to
peace.
say arachnophobia.
Yeah, I felt like, oh, I should have said the no part after I said it first time.
Go
It's
ahead and
a
dig in.
n-
I'm sure you're hungry.
Yo, I get made up. I get made fun of so much.
Am I ever?
Made up.
Wait, I got another one.
Spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
Audible sigh.
After everything we've been through,
You've got a few years to figure this out.
photography.
Well, look at that. We got some real good improvement going on here. Noah's trying to help.
Thanks, Noah.
Oh my goodness, I keep hearing the playback and I hear my tonal shifts and I hate myself.
Why?
I sound like a brat.
I like your voice. You sound
More
fun.
than that, we deserve
Why?
a break.
Why do you like hurting yourself?
Because you're my friend.
Maybe Bit's a masochist.
Yeah, so would you be. Or so are you.
So would you be.
You begin
You have to deal with
feast.
it.
The princess follows suit. Her soft smile never fading.
Maple sounds very sarcastic. I know. Man, I must
The
be
food is more
excruciating to
exquisite
be
than you
around.
ever could have imagined.
I've gotten used
You
to it.
sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone,
We didn't eat
juicy
last
and
time.
tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to
It's
describe.
delicious.
Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
A shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
Moses, I feel like the meal is just there to fatten us up.
And then
Gotta
it's
get
over,
ready for the winter, fellas.
and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Gonna go to hibernation.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again.
So I guess you won't be skinny anymore.
The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth
What is a
coated in
palate?
a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
Maple, you know everything. What's a palate?
A palate?
Yes.
I think it depends on the context.
Okay, what about this context?
Well, glimmering on your palate.
I'm used to Maple knowing everything, so that's why I'm asking her right now. Let me pull up my stream so I can see what Noah said. Noah says, the fact that the shadow can make things back to where they were makes me think that this is all an illusion.
It's referring to the roof of the character's mouth.
Ah, okay.
Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
Wow. That's so true, though.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and You're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as
Tasting
good
it
as it
wrong.
did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Yeah, but too, it is. It's so lazy, you know it is. True.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs.
Ooh.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife.
What in the marriage happened?
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter.
Maple's sitting there like, I ain't
Their
complaining.
shadows deeper, dancing
Oh, well,
angrily across the
no
stone.
complaints here.
Let me get up.
As you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
No, sis, I think the opportunists and Sminin are brothers.
There will be no getting up.
I mean, all the voices are related in a way, aren't they?
At least not for now.
Because they're all in their head.
They're all us.
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? Or, I can't get up. Something's holding me down.
The princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need. He just wants us to be happy.
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am
If we sit down and do
cheating.
nothing, we're gonna
She'll
become...
never suspect a thing.
Message retracted.
Oh.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here.
Wow!
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension
she's
between
happy. She's
turns,
smiling.
the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom! And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Okay.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
She only made us start over because we're winning.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little
Yeah.
simple. We can make it fun again.
Smin's not happy. He'll never be happy.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars
We
back
folded
to
up
life.
some cards, stacked a couple things.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an
Versus, I don't
ever-increasing
think you make
slog to
the
their
world any
destination.
different. Yeah, I suppose, unless you stab her. When you're
Winning
able
and
to,
losing become nothing but ends,
I guess.
and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game.
Do all
the
that
board
just to
resetting
betray her
as
at
many
the end.
times as you
That's
can finish,
crazy.
till finally,
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
as the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out.
Oh,
Again,
no.
the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
Oh boy.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we've eaten, we've played games, now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait.
True.
What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met.
By the way, I
We
think
have
the
respect of
perfect
everyone in the
world
room.
ending, if you listen to all the dialogue, is about an hour and or so long, because this stream's been going on for over an hour, and this is
And
the only
wait.
thing we've been doing.
Good grief.
This is
Yeah,
what we wanted. This is what we asked for.
this
It's
might
good
be
to
one of
be
the
on top of
longest
the world.
routes.
And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
You sure that's the princess's shadow?
There's
Ah.
just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
We gonna die! We don't have to let it go out. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would you? What would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Maybe we should load our latest
lovely.
manual save and hope for the best. Da Vinci says I'm back.
What was the last one? It's just dialogue, not really choice actions. Sorry. I'm tired from math.
But there aren't any stars
Mathematics.
here. I'd have to leave.
Hi, Da Vinci.
I'm in the mood for some tea.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Should we slay the princess? Betray her at the very end?
Do it.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Whoa. The narrator is like, are you sure? The narrator's hesitant for once. What?
You're sending us some real mixed signals, boss. I suppose I am. I'm just worried that I might have made a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake? Isn't she supposed to end the entire world? Yes, and that hasn't changed. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
What? No, it's just the narrator's mortality? What?
But how can a saved world ever be worse than one that's gone? See, that's exactly what I thought. Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions. Well, well, looks like there's nobody around who can tell us what to do anymore.
Yo.
First the shadows got blown out, now even the big shot narrator man is having doubts. We don't need to waste our time slaying her. We've clearly won.
You're right, what am I thinking? Or slay the princess or slay the princess? Don't get cold feet now. This is for the good of everyone. I'm saving the world here. I know what I decided to do. Oh, that one's colder.
The princess doesn't try to flee as you cross the room, murderous intent settling into your eyes.
You have a chance to go back,
All she does
or you can follow
is
through.
stand to face you.
Oh,
She's so sad.
She offers no resistance as your fingers wrap around the blade dangling from her neck. As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
It's finally over.
Oh, that's dark. Oh, that's so
I didn't
dark.
think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but all
It's
of
finally
this was for
over,
a
is the
reason.
only thing she says.
The world is better off without her. I really hope that's true. They always say it's lonely at the top. I didn't think they actually meant it.
I feel cold. But I guess I've felt that way for a long, long time.
A long quiet.
She's gone.
Approach the view.
I'm begging you.
Ignore him. And
at the start, the narrator was like, there's no blade, that's not good. And now he's, are you sure you want to kill her? I think I've made a mistake.
it's you.
Something finds me.
We've heard this dialogue 10 million times. Let's just, are you the princess? Oh. Okay, what happens now? Okay, make me forget. Okay, so now I don't know if this will work, but I want to see if we can annoy the entity a lot. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jonathan Jr. Howdy. Oh, you're also orange.
Seriously?
Oh,
You're just going to turn
I
around and
think I
leave?
remember.
Do you even know where you're going?
Huh. Yes, I definitely know where I'm
Somehow I
going.
doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Well, we already did this ending, so it's just... Okay, I'm going to the cabin, sheesh.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to
Those
Princess,
are
We're
snake.
unlocking the
this will all
giant
resolve
wall.
splendidly.
Oh, we are? Hang on.
Message retracted.
Oh, wait, wrong.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from... You're really...
Okay, I need to get some tea. I don't feel so good, man. I'll be back.
I also don't feel good.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I have to start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. No, we already know what that route is. That breaks everything. Should probably just go to the cabin.
But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
This cabin
bare.
seems to be made of
The
cabin.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a
Yes.
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Should we grab the blade or
Is
not?
your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade into the basement. Absolutely no idea what Da Vinci said. I'm assuming it's something in Spanish. Just gonna enter the basement. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what the bitch is saying.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess, her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Rose says, it's hard not to be a stranger when I don't know you. That's so true. Good princess.
You're only making this more difficult.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Good says, oh, hang on, let's talk a bit first. Oh, okay.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what? Pull up my string so I can read that. Oh, I was just making a terrible pun. Oh. Well, we're here anyways.
Only making this more difficult. You're making a huge mistake.
Uh-huh.
You're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Not really a big tug.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay.
Stairs. Let me out.
You try the door,
Try the door,
but it's locked from. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Who's they? Who be they?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Dude, she's okay. I gotta go. I'm trying to finish this remix later. All right, see ya.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. No.
Door. Not slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
Of course. And then we can't do anything.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces
and then
on you with
she
the
kicks
same
her butt.
ferocity she used to tear
One-handed.
through her arm.
Single-handedly. Sorry.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the
Her
ground
eyebrows are
beneath you.
gone. That's all I have to say. Her eyebrows are
eyes shining in the darkness.
The Sharpie must have tried out.
As her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before
No,
she
so
can
this is
reach the
Adventure's
outside
ending
world.
or The Witch. Either way, this feels familiar. You're right. I think we need to go back and take the blade. Let's see if we do that. We can. Okay. Don't mind me with my powers of time travel.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade. You take the blade from the tip.
Blade.
Don't be
Hi.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Her voice is more hostile this time.
You walk down the stairs.
She's got that
and
sassy
lock eyes
look.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Why would you even think
The
that?
giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
No!
Of course she
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
We want to have a conversation at knife point. We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what
Can
we
we
want
just
to do.
throw
after
it at
we
her?
talk to her. Maybe she really
Miss.
is a monster.
Dude, I made a
Killing someone in
beautiful
cold
chai
blood
latte.
isn't very becoming
Hi.
of us.
Sup?
So what is chai latte?
The blade
It's chai
tumbles out
tea,
of your
but in
trembling
latte
hands
form.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
What does chai tea taste like?
Thank you. Maybe now
You
we
wouldn't
can
like
just
it.
talk.
Okay.
Too many spices.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
She's got these dull
Oh,
eyes
oh.
going on right now. She has no eyebrows,
We'll be fine.
I think. She's got those
Don't know what
anime
you're hoping to
eyes.
accomplish here, but I can assure you
I'm gonna
there's
send
no
you a
reason
picture
to
of the
live.
chai latte.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here
There.
we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh, that does look nice. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Wait, whoa, whoa, a relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Princess looks sassy. Maybe we shouldn't have dropped the knife, basing off the fact that we never get plot armor in the game. True.
Unless it's like in an end chapter, then we have plot armor.
True. Do you know why I'm here at the game, and
Do you?
Do you? No.
You're lying.
How does she know
No.
that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
That's... What? You're literally the prisoner. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
So sassy. Hey, Maple, look up.
Hey.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No.
You know why you're here.
What should we do, Maple?
Well, I don't know. Are you trying to do one of those routes where each vessel is technically still alive when it's given to her?
I don't know. I stabbed her last time.
Maybe you should only give her dead vessels.
I don't think I've given her all alive vessels before. I'd have to go back pretty far. No, I can't. I can't. I don't think. No, I can't. Oh goodness, my saves. Oh, I could go back actually. That's funny. Wow, there's a lot of saves. Goodness.
Doubt, unfortunately,
Whoa!
clouds your thoughts as you attempt to
She's
remember
ready to
clues.
throw some hands!
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit
Ouch.
with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone when
She's
your jaw
really
is
strong,
punctured.
apparently.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Language!
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more,
Whoa.
each impact as heavy as that first bone.
We are terrible fighters. She's throwing left, right kicks, and we're just like, we have a
We
knife.
can still turn this around.
Do we even need a knife? We have very sharp claws. Finish the job.
You
Yeah.
and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
You know, this is me talking to her character. Hey, you should try dodging noob.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
You call that
The
fun?
princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to
well,
worry over such
yeah,
things.
we're dead.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Oh,
is
we
a
got
princess.
this one.
Oh yeah, this was like, I think it was my first route or something.
You're here.
I just
to
gotta
slay
say,
her.
Or
If
second
you
route.
don't,
hear me
it
out.
will be the end of the world.
I'm hearing you. I'm listening. All ears.
This particular princess is just. This is the one that you want, okay?
I hear you.
I have a list of reasons.
I hear you. I know what you're talking about. No, sis, I
But a
don't think we
warning
should
before you
trust
go any
anything
further.
anymore.
She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she
Your
can
voice
lie or
is stuttering.
cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The Omni-Man meme is haunting me. I'm sure.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior
Voice
would
of the
suggest.
stubborn.
Its
Yes.
cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Basement. No, it says, oh no, it's
The door to the
Avengers
basement
Assemble
creaks
ending.
open, revealing a rough stone staircase.
I think this is
its
the
walls
fight
pressing
one.
at your sides and tightening as you descend.
This is not
The
Razor
air
Blade.
seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost
Yeah, I know which one
sulfuric
this
odor
is.
to it.
It's
If
one
the
of my
princess
first
lives here,
ones I
slaying
found
her
by
would
accident.
probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember,
Oh, never
you're here
mind,
to
I
slay
was
the
so-
princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of
Nice.
the princess comes
Wait, what?
into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Why is some of her dress visible or see-through?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to have fun breaking you into
I see the
little
resemblance,
pieces.
Noah. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Ha!
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay.
Of course I'm not okay.
Concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe.
You okay?
No! Why? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would anyone or someone as alive as me already have died? I didn't think so.
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
That's terrible.
That is.
Agreed. We can't
You're being obnoxious now.
Turns around and leaves. Bye. She'd probably pull that chain off if we tried.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to...
Nope, sorry. Enemy skipping dialogue. Drag out her heart head on.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan.
Head on! Head on!
Ignore
Head on!
your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
We gotta get up and fight!
Oh, she blocked her for her whole arm!
Your weapon
Oh.
tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
No, so if this doesn't work, reload your options.
We're not
Yeah.
gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Slash it right through. Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary.
Oh.
Keep pushing!
Oh, hey, she's got thicker eyebrows this time.
Yeah.
Yes. You
That's all I have
finally
to
get
say.
it, don't you?
I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and
I
me.
do.
Dying and coming back. Clashing against
Or
each
just keep
other.
pushing.
Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win. even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Oh!
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
You barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
I didn't say you went fine. Okay.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
You forgot this. Oh, she's just teasing us.
She tosses it at your feet.
Oh, dude, that's sick. What did Noah say? Maple,
What's up?
are you still reading the chat?
If this doesn't work, reload your options. We barely have enough time to notice. You just told us what happened.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Ooh. Shut up.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Oh, she's dead.
Ha! I told you this wasn't over.
She's dead,
About
bro.
her. If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Oh.
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
Hold on, why don't you just kick the knife in further?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do.
Knows this voice of the paranoid can keep us alive temporarily, but stubborn can just bring us back to life with words.
But she came.
He's that stubborn, I guess.
She can just
Do it again!
Done again!
Settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart. That's
Stubborn can bring us back to life without words.
all. Oh,
Maybe
you
I
just
enjoy the
missed
most
her
powerful
heart.
voices.
Of course,
Stubborn and
that's all.
smitten.
You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was
wanna-
finally over.
Take a metal chair to the back of Smitten's head.
Well, I guess I had it wrong.
Yeah, you can't blame me for that.
You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Ah, just attack her. Hey, do it again!
Determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other.
Your blade digs into her neck, grinding
Oh!
against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the
I
air
just
from your lungs,
slit her
stars
throat.
dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your
I
bearings.
haven't seen this before. I've done this route before, but I just died her.
You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get up.
Shit, so.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Then we get up.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess
Oh,
exchange
yikes.
dozens of devastating
Oh,
blows.
the
Sometimes you manage to
bottom
strike
left
first,
one.
Sometimes she tears through you before
Or
you have a
bottom
chance to act.
left middle one.
More often than not,
Her
each of you
face
fells the other in
guy.
the same moment.
All she's done to
Oh my
us is
goodness.
shatter our ribs, our arm, and it looks like our face too. Yikes.
That is a lot of gore.
That is. Oh, I hear sounds of the long quiet.
And then you
Yeah.
get up and do it again. And
Have you
again,
done the one where she
and
becomes
again,
even bigger,
and
Maple?
again, and again, and again.
What do you mean?
You can die here. Not here, but you can die to this version of her. And then there's a third chapter where she's even bigger.
What, where she's convinced that she's made herself a goddess or something?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
The one where it's a jungle?
This is all gonna be okay.
Not really.
What?
Then
What?
she becomes like a Hulk.
Isn't it?
Oh.
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I feel so... tired.
Tired and cold or oh? Oh. He made her tired and then just took her.
Is that a...
Just tired her out a little, you know? Nap time.
Nap time. That's what we want to call it.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
Why does her face look more detailed than the rest of her body?
Whenever you are ready,
Wow. Or
I will
seconded.
wipe your slate clean once again.
Huh.
You
Just
might be
to-
pointing out the gradation, or the gradient that you saw.
What do you
Not
do?
all these parts have a gradient.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow.
I always love to ask them that.
Even now, I feel a
Same.
will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart.
Is she wearing a crown, or is that thing just part of her body?
Part of her head.
Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth.
She'll
she fought
sleep it
for.
off, Noah says.
Can you pin that?
Oh, I don't think I can pin things.
You should be able to. You have the most power.
My roots burrow in
Well,
the ocean
I can't.
beyond your sight.
Wow.
We cannot
Okay.
harm each other as we are now.
Thanks for trying. I appreciate it.
There's nowhere for you to be.
You do realize I did that. I tried to do that once, right? We've had this
yeah.
conversation before.
Oh, yeah.
Give me time to
Okay, well,
reflect
maybe I
on
want
my
an
life.
excuse to hear you talk. I don't know.
We will meet
Oh my
again.
goodness. You're just making things up now.
It's probably both. Oh, a bold heart achievement. Nice.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin...
The one, the hero and the prince. What?
Forget it, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna stay right here.
I am so cringy sounding.
You sound fun to me.
It's because you know how I sound. Now I'm finding out how I sound.
Yeah, it's always weird when you hear how you sound. I mean, then again, I don't know how well your voice is being picked up since I'm literally using a controller
I
mic.
sound like a little boy.
Fellas, believe it or not, Maple's a lady. They're not a little boy.
People are like, yeah, it's just Bit and his brother. His little brother. Little Timmy.
Little Timmy.
It's your boy, Timmy.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
We're just best friends.
Oh my goodness.
Notice sometimes Bitmega's voice echoes into Maple's mic.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Is that really how loud my headset is right now? How weird. I drank my tea and I don't feel better.
Well, I probably hasn't kicked in yet.
Unfortunately,
Maybe.
you're the only one who can pull this off.
I want to play Slay the Princess now, but I'm not gonna.
Why not?
'Cause I'm watching you.
Oh. How long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours now. Wow, that's not felt like 2 hours. To be honest, I needed this. Math was not nice to me today.
Oh.
Like, I'm gonna vent a little about it. So, I did it the exact way it was telling me to do it, but that was wrong because I was supposed to just know that I actually needed to have a different number. Like it was 12, but now I suddenly need to know that it's 4, and it's like, what?
I think I need a little more context than that to relate.
I think it was about compound intersections or something. Compound something.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know. College math or something.
Let me look it up.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a
Trying to see if we can just stay right here.
If anything. I'm talking about the end.
Compound intervals?
Hang on, let me scroll. I left my notes out. Let me just go look at the name real quick. I'll be right back. Can you entertain?
Interest?
Can you entertain them? I'll be right back.
So compound interest is ugh. Well, I have to entertain people. So have you ever been stranded out in the middle of nowhere and your family car breaks down? Nobody answers. So one time I was out in the middle of nowhere and my family's car broke down, and so we decided to try and call someone, but it turned out there was no connection out there. We couldn't get a signal. We tried climbing the little hills that were next to us. That didn't really do anything. So we went ahead and waited as the sun started going down. This is like a desert kind of area with like those big old bugs crawling on the road. It was disgusting. There could have been anything out there, to be honest. Anyways, while someone was driving by, they sort of stopped and talked to us like, yo, you good? We're like, no, we ain't. So they're like, I'll go to the nearest town and find a connection and call someone down for you. They called someone, and then we called the company that we had insurance for to like tow our car, but they were going to leave us for the next available business day, which was like 2 days from that day. So they were just going to leave us out there for 2 days straight with no assistance. A police officer came out to us and helped call us another company, which towed us to the nearest town. We tried to find a hotel that was a safe place to be, and the hotel was completely booked because there was a concert in the town that day, so we had to sleep in a parking lot, not a driveway. We had to sleep in a parking lot next to a business, and then we spent the entire day looking for a place to help fix our car, but there were no places that could fix our car, so we ended up having to call my parents' workplaces to tell them it might take us a little longer to get back. And then we bought an entirely new car, and then we slept at another hotel that finally opened up. And then after a really expensive experience, we made it all the way back home, and we had a new car, and my dad still hates that car to this day.
Wow. Ugh.
Welcome back.
Thank you for entertaining them. I went to use the bathroom. That's why I respond. Yeah. So compound interest was.
I looked up compound interest. It does not look fun.
No. At first, when I'm going into it, I'm like, oh, this looks fine. Then I almost cried later. Anyway.
Oh no, I'm looking at the equations.
Yeah. It's stuff that can make you. Wait, what did Noah say?
You should have found a phone box. Find a phone box. What's a phone box? Is it a box to put your phone in?
No, it's just like, I know what it looks like, but I'm not too sure how to describe it.
Is it that one that you walk into and then close off so that there's no background noise?
Well, you walk into it, but it's not the one from Bryn that you're thinking of.
Britain? I was thinking about the one I saw in Superman.
Then I guess we'll just have
I
to
think
see what
came
happens.
from Britain.
But then each and every one of us is so sure.
One of those things where you have to pay to call someone.
So you have to make your way
Oh!
up the short.
Make some money.
This was a while ago, chat, or fellas. So I don't know if they remember everything. Should I take the blade or not?
I don't know.
I'm asking you for your opinion, Maple.
If you take the blade now, then the game's gonna force you to stab someone who's very, very innocent and does not deserve it.
So what you're saying is that I should take the blade and run downstairs. You see, fellas, we get along just fine.
The door to the basement.
Lie, I'm
Wait,
gonna
really?
say.
You're here to rescue me? I was starting
I
to
don't
think
know.
I'd be stuck down
I
here
don't think
forever.
I've lied to you before.
I see.
Oh, you know what? I think my sister came back from her dentist appointment. I'm gonna see if she's feeling real, you know, right after the dentist thing.
Okay.
It's always entertaining.
Come
I'll be back.
downstairs.
Okay.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Do you think she really likes the princess, or is that her just being weird? Anyways, knows what does mean?
She's
duh.
beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Okay.
Not really sure what I'm doing here, chat. Fellas. It feels a little cringy to me to say chat. So many people say it's become generic. That's why I'm trying to just call you guys fellas. Because fellas applies to everyone, I think. Whatever you are. Whatever you go by. It's like, I think it's kind of the same logic as saying mankind. It implies everyone. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Any other ideas?
You attempt to...
Okay. Go on the stairs.
You make your way to the...
Oh. No.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down, the wound dry. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Yeah, about that, narrator. I think we're gonna wait until Maple comes back and then decide whether or not I should end the stream for today.
I'm not so sure.
I don't know.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Okay, so last time we were here, I think we either ran for the stairs to lock her in the basement or finished the job. What happens if we give up? We can just reload.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, Wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
And then we die.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Now, let's try to go full pacifist on her, I think.
This is
That'd
the
be
end,
interesting.
isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
You die. Like, right at the end, we give up. Wait, the beast? What's the beast?
You're on a path.
What's the beast?
And at the end of that
What?
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Mr.
is
Beast.
a
Oh,
princess.
sorry.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing
To assure
here?
you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember
I'm
what happened,
deaf.
then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Hunted. You know, I completely forgot to ask. Noah, since you're the only one to chat, how are you doing today?
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Sorry for forgetting to ask.
A warning before you go any further.
You doing good? Alright. Just checking on you.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
I don't remember if I've seen Beast. Regardless, I still want to see if I can go full pacifist. Do a full 180 on the narrator.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Uh-huh.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one's lived here for
this
a
is
long
new.
time.
This is new,
Wind
fellas.
rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The termites! The termites of that were the termites of Da Vinci's walls of breach containment. Oops, I'm done.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, we're gonna save. Quick save. Wow. Okay. And that fills up entirety of page 2. Well, let's enter the basement.
Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
We have a safe, pal, don't worry.
We'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
I mean, either way, I just entered a different route, so I should definitely commit to it. I can always go back to that save later.
Of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below
See if we
is
can right our
oddly
wrongs.
warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
I can smell you. That's basically what she said.
The last step gives way
Oh.
to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
That's
The
new.
walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving
What?
the illusion
I don't think
that the
Maple's
room
ever
might
been
stretch
here.
on forever. You brush against the wide
don't
leaves
think
of
so.
plants that surround you on all sides,
I'll have
seemingly
to
the
ask.
only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
I can
The jungle is
smell you.
pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be
Just
anywhere.
remembering some meme.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I feel like she's not anymore.
Certainly not just a princess.
Yeah.
You're not helping.
You're not
It doesn't
helping.
matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
How mad recently. I'm not helping.
Her
Love this
shining
game.
eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I
Hi.
can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
I like to make
A
amends.
shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? We don't have to kill each other, you know that, right?
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her
die?
mortals too quick to outrun, too nimble to... I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
You are in a...
Oh!
A thick...
I was about to reload a save here!
What?
What?
Impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you.
Excuse me?
Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space.
Okay, no, Maple has been here. I
The
remember
humid,
her
finite
streaming this.
air grants
in
you
this
more than a few
Discord.
shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
We're in her.
You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Oh, let me just make it better for you then by going back.
You didn't want it either, did you?
No, thank you for the excuse to leave. Alright, move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body.
This is 4, I don't like 4. True.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Oh, okay. Hang on, my dad's calling me. I had to pause real quick. Back, sorry.
Before you can blink,
Hello.
she's gone, vanishing.
So I'm trying to do a
into the
pass
shadows.
Question.
What's
You
up?
still feel her gaze on you.
Which voice did you get?
Hunted.
Hunted? Perfect.
Okay.
You're faster than you were before.
I'm
but you're
trying
still
to...
Basically, you need to
reactive.
stall and
Prey.
dodge as much as you can.
Okay. I'm trying to make amends with her. Because I gave up.
You whirl around to
think you
find
need to,
her,
like,
and your gaze meets
talk to get her
hers.
to
A
stop
pair
at
of
some
shining
point.
eyes peering out
Just
at you
mostly
from
try
just
to
beyond
dodge.
the basement stage.
Okay.
Figure it out eventually.
Okay.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Language. Okay, I can talk right now. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped
No,
you?
don't run for the stairs.
Definitely not.
You just gotta stall her.
What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already
you cannot
left?
reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's
Just
upfront
don't
about
get
her
eaten.
intentions.
Yeah. What do you
I want to
want?
swallow you whole.
Uh-oh.
And I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay her with it.
Not
Is that
gonna
all
work
the
out.
advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Oh, this idiot.
Clearly not.
He's supposed to be smart.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We
Need
need
to
to
move
do
now.
something.
Survive, play dead, stand still. Why would I play dead? Oh, you know, I suddenly died.
You sprint to move into the jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges
I
past you
can't
with a speed
remember
that
which
makes her
one it was.
practically
You might want to
unseen.
save.
Oh. Well. Wish there wasn't a string delay. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, what did Noah say? I saw something pop
Noah
up.
said, narrator, I never said I was
Jungle,
smart.
barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
But why? Why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Stay alive.
You're in too slow this time. Or maybe
Oh
she's
my
a little
goodness.
faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side.
Spooky.
It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper.
Oh, what
How
is that thing?
fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side, testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips. A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Oh, hey, windmill. I don't know how to explain. Stop hiding
If you
yourself.
want to
Okay,
see
so
me, you should get better at seeing.
something is
She
happening.
knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
I don't know. It's just happening. Again. I think it's again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact.
Yeah.
And once again, you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
We need Stubborn with us as well. Oh!
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece
Good
of you.
job.
It's hard to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react at all, she makes her last foray from
Wait,
the
what do you mean,
corners of the room.
What do you mean, good job? Just a
Unhinging her,
ew.
dripping more, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. You do your
Oh, wait,
best
did you
to
get
dive out of the
eaten?
way, and you
Oh, wait.
partially succeed.
Uh,
Partially? Yes. The princess fails to swallow you whole. She only
I was pretty sure
swallows
you'd
your
gotten it.
lower part.
she swallows my lower body. Is that supposed to happen?
Oh. Oh
It's
no.
just as bad. That's worse.
What do you mean?
That's good, but oh.
Okay.
It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock.
Oh no.
The princess,
She's
bloody
treating us like
saliva
we're
dripping
spaghetti.
from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
Mabel, what happened to your sister? There was some painkiller injected to both sides of her face, so she
didn't mean to
can't
do that.
smile.
still
No,
need
I
to
can't show
devour
them.
you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, we're dead. The den. Ooh.
You're on a path in the That didn't work.
It's
Skip
so
it.
convenient
We're
that
going
you
with a
had the
plan
right
this
voice.
time.
If you
We're
had
not getting
voice of a
stuck in
stubborn,
another
then
loop. Just
you
acting
wouldn't
on
have been
instinct.
able to
We're stuck
get
in a
this
big
route.
enough loop as it is.
Yo.
Instinct was keeping us
Why?
alive.
Stubborn doesn't do a good job?
He just doesn't let you stall.
Until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do?
Oh, now we're in the jungle.
Great. So
Thanks.
you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you
One
know
and
more
done.
than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. Why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule.
Why is he not allowed? Who says he's not allowed?
Whose rule is it? Who's telling you to...
Exactly!
We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Yikes. Okay, what's
She
the plan?
spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast, and she's clever.
Do I need the knife this time or not?
We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot
I can't
easier
remember.
to deal with her once we can actually see what she
At least you
is.
got the route, though.
Yeah.
But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Princess.
Princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job?
Sharp teeth.
I want answers. What is going on here? What do you know that you're not
As
telling
I
me?
said, I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
How did it put me on disadvantage?
No one says they're playing Spider-Man right now.
If anything, I've
Nice.
told you too much. You've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much in the way of motivation.
Who says I want to kill her? No matter what happens next, it seems all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave. Just to leave. Dude, how cool would it be if you're discussing things with the voices and then all of a sudden you hear hey, someone say hey, and then you turn around, it's just the princess with her hands cupped.
Hey.
Oh.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated
Spider-Man
confrontation
just
awaits.
realized a lot of people died.
What to do.
Oh, the cabin's being eaten.
Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows, make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen. And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight?
The cabin feels like it's one of those things you just copy and paste.
It's always easier to fight what you can see,
God.
no matter how big or toothy.
At least the outside is. Because it always looks the same, and once you enter it, it's like, oh yeah, actually, this thing's in shatters. Or
The
it's
interior
completely...
is dark
yeah.
and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all.
That's pretty much like King Arthur right there. The knife in the tree stump.
The only furniture of note, if you could call
Right?
it that,
Is that King
is a
Arthur,
knotted
or is that
stump,
something else?
a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings.
It's sword and stone, but there's a certain name to it. I forget.
The blade is your implement. If there's a way forward, what do you call he isn't? Then either way, we need to investigate.
Save, please. I'm still wanting to commit to try to do pacifist, so I'm just gonna take the approach the mirror.
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south. The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it.
Ooh.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Oh, mirror lore here.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
Ugh.
I love how there's a whole section to Slighted Princess that's most likely just called mirror lore. Noah says, I don't know what's happening right now.
You reach forward and wave your
Fair
hand
enough.
over the open hole leading
You're-
to the basement.
Okay, you just said, I love that there's this whole section of Slay the Princess that's likely just called mirror lore. So you made something up that you don't know is real or not, and said that you love that it exists as though it already does exist,
It
and they
might.
gave it its own name.
It might exist. I don't know. I'm mostly joking around here. It might exist or not. I apologize.
I just realized that everything you said made no sense, and I was like, I'm trying to put this together in my head, like, what?
Oh. Okay. Just to ignore what I said.
Can someone break this down for me? Do I need to Google this? What does it mean whenever someone makes something up that they say exists, but then they say it doesn't exist, and then it's...
I'm making a joke. Or that's what the intent was. Moses Maple, just let it talk. It doesn't have to make sense. It's context.
Slay the Princess mirror lore.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye.
I was
No one
trying to
sense
say
can be
that
trusted
there's
on its own.
the mirror is some sort of lore importance, so there's probably a section
There are
dedicated to.
several posts on Reddit about mirror lore.
Yeah, that's the joke I was trying to make. That it's kind of silly that there's a whole bunch of lore about Mir.
But you didn't know it existed until I checked. Just like you didn't know what kind of bread I was having until I told you, but then you were like, oh yeah, that's what my question was about.
Okay, maybe there's not a lot of thoughts in my head.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you watching me?
No, I'm not okay. You saw the type of equations I was doing.
Maple, just let Bit talk. You know what? Maybe I really should just let him talk. Maybe I should just stop questioning it. Stop pointing it out. I'm giving him a hard time.
It's not the first time you've done that.
If there were once stairs leading
I
into
know,
the
I do it
basement,
daily, and you
there
put
was
up with
nothing
it.
left to attest to their existence now.
What, you do?
There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more
What do you
narrow
mean?
as you descend.
Wait.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks
Didn't
of
realize that
dirt
was
along
being
your
partially
body
ignored.
as you're forced to hunt.
No, fair
and
enough.
finally
I don't
squat
make much
down on
sense
all
most of the
fours in
time.
order to continue. If the
Ignored.
princess lives here,
said I was
say,
giving
I
you
was
a
probably
hard
doing her a
time.
favor.
Yeah. I'm confusing
So
myself.
what does
Moving
that have
on.
to do with ignorance?
Because I thought I don't have an answer.
As you crawl
Anyways,
forward, hands in
let's
air,
just continue
you
on
let
with the
only
game,
sounds
because
of
Bit
ancient
is
earth.
confusing
No
himself
voice
and making
squeaks
everything
confidently up
worse,
the
like
stairs.
usual.
No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
I need to take
Stay
speech
quiet.
classes again. I
Don't
suck at
give her
communication.
a sound.
Actually, I'm gonna take a communications class over the summer, so maybe I'll fix everything. We don't
What were
have
you
to...
like before you took speech therapy?
Worse.
Well, like how worse?
I don't know. No, since I don't think Bit is mentally good. You would be correct. Anyways, we don't have to fight. I'm ready to let you out of here.
The princess leaves your remark unanswered. See, she knows we have to be like her. Focused.
I think you need to.
Present. Patient.
What?
I suppose it'll take a little more than words
Too
to
late.
close her out. Let's keep going.
You put the voices
I'm trying
to
to
the back
pass
of your
this.
mind
You want me to
and
go back?
perceive the basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow
I don't
you
know.
whole.
I don't know what's gonna happen now
There
that
is
you've
no
said
light
something.
here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you
gonna
can feel
die.
it. You're exposed.
Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement.
That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you.
There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
That's stage one. Now stay focused.
You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent.
Are you entertained, Maple?
But the sounds are coming slower now.
So
The
entertained.
breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance.
Sorry for
She is a
being
broad
weird
and
earlier.
sickly creature.
Anyways,
Her withered and emaciated
she's
flesh
stuck.
clinging to bones too large to fit
Oh,
in a narrow
boy.
space. She managed to squirm her way into the
You know,
tunnel in
excessive
pursuit.
apologizing is
Now
a
she's
sign of
stuck,
emotional
incapable
trauma.
of either moving towards you
Oh,
or returning to the
I'm
open
sorry.
darkness of the basement
Wait,
below.
no.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know where it comes from. You probably have to dig deep for that. Anyways, video game that I quite enjoy.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started.
Aw.
Was she?
Is something wrong with me if I say that she looks adorable?
This is the route that I took in the beginning because I wanted this to be the first vessel I met at the end of the game whenever you delve deeper into the entity's heart.
No, she wasn't.
And she didn't come in this form, unfortunately. It wasn't worth it.
Looking at her makes me feel sad.
Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all.
She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. When she realizes this, her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading.
This is horrifying, though, it
Come
says.
back. You can imagine them saying,
Oh,
leave me here.
they look so
You shouldn't
cute.
listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change
Your
you.
big
wants to
boy,
reward you.
Billy.
Then why would you tell us any of that? Quiet, pleasing eyes begging for
We're
mercy.
both not mentally
Business to
ill,
begin with.
are we?
All it does is make us feel conflicted.
The fact that you only just chuckled says a lot.
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you.
Just a big cat.
What should we do about
Just
her
a really
anyway?
big cat.
Can she still end the world like this?
She has a similar hand to ours.
True, that's what I was. She seems to have taken more of our form, huh?
She hurts. We should help.
Oh,
Let's
you're
think for a
right.
second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her?
Yes.
Well, I do feel bad looking at her.
There's no way
I
to
can
get
see.
close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us?
It is okay to help her. You won't die.
What
okay.
an excellent question with an equally excellent answer. No, you
I'll
should
just
not help her. She's
trust
clearly
you
just waiting for you
blindly.
to drop your guard. Beyond that,
Well,
if
think
you
about it.
well
I mean, it's your
remember,
third
she poses a
chapter.
threat
You
Oh,
basically
yeah.
have plot
itself.
armor.
True.
She is stuck, and you abandoned a perfectly usable weapon right behind you. How about you turn around, get the blade, and end this once and for all?
Oh, no.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game?
You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice. As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve. You reach forward, offering the princess your hand. How ridiculous. She was about to kill you.
Flinch.
You really
I can
think getting
flinch
stuck in a
her
tunnel
off
for
of my
less than a
hand.
minute has fundamentally changed her? Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are.
No.
If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she? Yes, she is. Her eyes shift from faux ferocity to confusion to a gentle sadness. She lowers her claw
What did
and
notice that?
places it in your hand.
Oh, your hand looks normal. How?
Do you think we can pull her out of there? We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place.
And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her?
We have to trust someone else eventually. It's either him or her, and I know you don't trust him.
I don't even trust the rest of you. But that doesn't mean we have to go around pulling bloodthirsty
just the rest of you.
perfectly good traps.
But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring?
Exactly.
I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some answers.
Pull her free.
You tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel. Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen.
Why don't we use our second hand
You
too?
are all infuriating to work with. But fine, you continue to pull on the princess's arm and she
That's true.
starts to budge. She
I
pushes
completely
with her
forgot
back
what I
legs,
just said.
clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts.
Did I say
The
anything?
dirt and stone
I
I
start to crumble
I was
around her.
talking to one of the voices.
I was like, did I say something? I forgot.
That's the spirit. Keep going.
Y'all ever just say something and then someone talks about how like you're right or whatever, and then you just sit there like, what did I say?
Yes, quickly before
Hi,
the
Windmill.
tunnel comes down on top of us.
Welcome back.
Windmill sister back.
Hi.
Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting development? What if the very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess? How...
Gotta give the
devious.
princess a hug in this form.
Does it collapse? Yes,
Aw.
it does. As you pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart. Trapped. No, we have to get out. We have to get out.
It falls apart.
Yeah, because she turned into a monster the last chapter, Noah, and then she just turned into a
It's too
bigger
late to
monster.
scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her
It's
out
like
of
a
there
big
would
cat
be
now.
consequence-free, did you? Well,
Mixed
the
with
ceiling
some bird.
collapses, heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and... I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die. No, not yet. You open your eyes to see the princess, her body stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you.
I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands. Well, you can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out, and there's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both. We can always dig. Both of us.
It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark.
Then let's do it.
Dig through the earth together.
You and the princess dig through the loose earth of the collapsed tunnel together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail.
I hope.
His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see. It doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening, and what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired, and your mouths are full of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe.
Harder to breathe is still breathing.
Well, either way, the two of you are miserable. I don't know. I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding.
Yeah, bonding while trying not to die. That's
She's not
great.
capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends, and as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life.
If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there?
Yikes.
Have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly. Do you smell it? Fresh air.
All your way to freedom.
With one final massive heave
That's
of her
an
body,
angle.
the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel,
Aw.
leaving you behind in the quickly collapsing space you once shared.
Oh, that's her tail. I thought that was her other leg. I was like,
Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die.
I can see that.
Buried and alone. You are unbelievably petty. Oh, my pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in
Why
my
are we
suffering
just
and the
sitting here? We
damnation
have
of the entire
clearly
world
enough
just
chance to get
moments
out.
ago.
She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her?
No, she isn't. She's... How many times do you have to be wrong before you stop talking?
Oh! Got him!
The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently plucks you from the earth. She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down by the door.
Aww.
If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried.
Can we pet the cat?
Really, really tried.
Please let that be an
There
option.
won't
She looks
be a
adorable.
record, will there?
Open the door and step into the wild. Or wilderness.
You open the door, the two of you stepping out into the fresh air and collapsing together onto the dewy grass of the outside world.
Does she have roots too?
Ha! We're outside, and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there?
He is not.
Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before.
It's because he's dead. Narrator's dead right
Can't
now,
you feel
sorry.
the hole where he was?
Oh,
He's gone.
Can't see that.
I'm not sure gone is good.
Princess rests her head close to your eyes, stare into yours amid the untextured threads of the world unraveled. Are we free? They ask. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold.
She's gone.
Okay. Yeah, stream shortly. But
well, that was emotional.
This
yeah.
doesn't feel
I
right.
like
It
this
feels
chapter.
different. Final.
That thing reeks of death.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
He's afraid. You reach forward. The air gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh no, you've withered. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
She's
A mass of
alone.
tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new.
What would Mill
And to
say?
look away is to reshape them yet again.
So Da Vinci wants me to tell you that he's finished the rough guidelines of his remix.
Cool.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Let's see, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice.
Why she looks so skinny? She wasn't
Do
as
not
skinny
mourn
as
her,
before.
for she is part
She was
of
a
something
giant
greater.
cat, now she's tiny. Swanny. Okay.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. A Ravageous Heart achievement. Nice. Alright, fellas. This is gonna be where I
You're
end
on
the
a path
stream.
in the wood.
Thank you all.
Like and subscribe and hit the bell.
Yeah, that's all optional. Thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you whenever I stream again. If you want to join us, it's completely up to you.